What a fantastic match yesterday. A terrific finale to a wonderful World Cup. And Australia has won its third straight Netball World Cup with a 3-point victory over New Zealand. Joining us now from Sydney's Olympic Park is the Diamonds coach, the world champion coach, Lisa Alexander. Lisa, thanks for waking up early and speaking to us this morning. You looked very relieved after that match. How are you feeling this morning?
Oh, probably more of the same, I think, Paul. It's been a wonderful celebration last night. We were at the Museum of Contemporary Art. It was a beautiful setting. And the girls have been celebrating well into the night. So I got home a little bit earlier. I'm a little bit older.
And what were they talking about from that match? What was the key talking point?
Oh, I think just the explosive start that we had, and that's what everyone really, all our family and friends just couldn't believe, that our start and how powerful it was. And you know, really we just hung on in the end, and it was a tribute to the Silver Ferns. What a great opponent, what a fantastic match, and for the girls to show that composure at the end when they needed to, I was very proud of them.
That first quarter where you took a 9-point lead, it was almost perfect. I mean, you were almost led by 11 or 12. What was the planning there after being soundly beaten by New Zealand earlier in the tournaments? What was the critical thing in the first quarter?
I was just bringing that urgency and intensity to our game that I know is there, and I think what also happened was the skills were just beautifully executed in that match. And I think the Silver Ferns really got a little bit of a shock, actually, and they were, you know, sat back a little bit, but they came back very strongly in the second quarter, and we didn't get it quite as easy for the rest of the game.
Well, yeah, and just one more on the first quarter. They wouldn't have been surprised by your defence, which is always outstanding, but that bold passing, was that something that was talked about before the game, that you were going to try and sort of live on the edge?
Oh yes, we wanted that really quick transition ball out of defence. We got our turnovers and we wanted to use them, and we were a little bit embarrassed with our ball handling the week before. So to see that executed with such perfection in that first quarter particularly was very satisfying as a coaching staff.
Now, it's a big difference to the Commonwealth Games last year. New Zealand's really picked up its game. Tutaia was almost the player of the match for me, her long shooting, and she had a great partner there in Mez as well. Were you frustrated throughout that those turnovers weren't coming?
Oh, look, you just have to chip away. Maria Tutaia is such a great long shot, and we had a plan in place for that, but at the end of the day, if she can get in there and she can effectively put it through, there's not much you can do about it. We really have to stop the supply to her. We tried to do that, but she's still very, very, you know, she's a world-class athlete, and she did extremely well. Now,
not many coaches in world sport would know what it's like to coach so many games in such a short period. How was the World Cup being in charge of the favourite?
Oh, it was just enormously difficult, I have to say. I think, honestly, yesterday I said, the pressure was enormous. Australia were expected to win. We're at home, and I think it was all consuming and very, very different to the Commonwealth Games. So we're very relieved to get through, and we thank all our family and friends and supporters around the country who've just been right behind us.
And what do you do now with this team? Julie Corletto's not going on, and there might be others. Do you think, Lisa?
Yes, we're having meetings this morning, actually. We'll be reviewing that, and we've got a Constellation Cup series coming up in October, so there's got to be some planning going forward. But we're in a new cycle, and that's part of building our depth for the next 4 years.
Do you think there might be one or two others that won't play for Australia again?
Oh, I think there could be somehow, but we'll just wait and see. Hopefully it's not the whole team.
And you've built the depth to cope, and I guess looking forward to new challenges.
Oh, that's right. We've got a great 21 and under program that we, have been working on for the past 4 years as well, and got great depth overall. So we're really looking forward to that.
Well, you're always very generous with your time on this program, Lisa. Congratulations. It was wonderful to see the relief on your face after that match yesterday. Enjoy being a world champion.
Thank you. Thanks very much.